Which 5 artisans do I feel are the most underrated? Stay tuned to find out. Hi folks, and welcome back, and today I'm going to tell you about my 5 picks for artisan soap makers who I think are underrated. And by underrated, I just mean that perhaps you don't see them in Shave of the Days here in America and perhaps abroad as much as you do other products. Of course, when we talk about products like Katie's Bubbles, Barrister Man, Tiki, the list goes on, they can't be called underrated because they're well known. You see them every day in shaves. I'm going to talk about some soap makers that you see, but perhaps not as often as you should. So when I talk about these guys, I'm talking about the quality of the soap, scent, strength of scent, customer service, and price. And I'm going to start with Dapper Dragon. And Dapper Dragon soaps are just really good. They work well for me. Sometimes people will say that the scent is a little light, but there's a lot of selection. He's improved both his product and his containers over the last year. And so if you haven't tried Dapper Dragon, I recommend that you do. It's one that you don't necessarily see it out there as much as you should, I think, my opinion. Number 2, the second spot belongs to a man we call Gilligan. Gilligan Erskine, Chris Erskine of Soapy Bath Man. Now, the biggest reason why these products have been underrated is because Gilligan's from Canada, and the shipping was a little bit expensive, but now Maggard Razors is carrying them, Tiki Bar Soap is carrying them, and Phoenix is carrying them. So I think you're going to see more of Chris's soaps, and his soaps I've always enjoyed. I've never had a bad experience with them. And to me, they're underrated because they lather beautifully, the scents are great, and he's improved his label as well. So another soap that you should probably be seeing more of. Now the third one that I'm going to mention is not from the U.S. Wickham Soaps. Now I know this is very popular in the UK and in some parts of Europe and even here in the United States for some, but you don't see this as much as you should. And I'll admit, when I first tried Wickham, when I got it from Bulgars in a little tiny can, I wasn't a fan. But after I used it, when Maggard started carrying them in the big tubs, I've got 4 or 5 now, and they are superb. A little bit pricey, but superb. And this is an artisan that more people should be trying. We should be seeing more of these in the Shave of the Day, photos, especially Club Cola. Oh, love it. This is just outstanding. The fourth artisan I'm going to talk about is a little bit newer, but we see more and more people using Reef Point. Now, I discovered Reef Point by a gentleman, from a gentleman on Twitter, and when I tried his soaps, I immediately loved them. And you're seeing more and more people starting to use Reef Point, but it's still underrated in my opinion. You don't see folks throwing them up there in their top list, and they should. This is a good soap, and he just started putting out aftershaves, which are excellent as well, or at least the one I tried was, and I have more on the way. Reef Point soaps, definitely check them out. Great scents. And last, but certainly not least, Cold River Soapworks. And Larry at Cold River has the Select line, which is sort of the premium line. He has the Classic, which is tallow, and then he has Original, which is vegan. And we're seeing more and more people use these, but it's still probably not up there with some of the other artisans, and it should be based on the quality of the soap, customer service. Very, very good stuff here. So don't shy away from any of these 5 artisans. If you've been on the fence about it, I suggest you try one. And as always, you guys have a great day and have some great shaves.